My sister told me she was not inviting my wife to her wedding because all the attention should be on the bride, so I grabbed my wife and went back home. My wife and I have been together since we were kids. We started dating when I was 17 and she was 16. When she was 11, she was hit by a drunk driver while riding her bike home from school. The accident left her paralyzed from the waist down. We're working with specialists, trying different treatments, but the doctors aren't optimistic about her ever walking again. We got married 8 months ago. It was a small ceremony with close family and friends. My family criticized me for marrying so young, said I was throwing my life away. I have 2 older brothers who are 2 years apart from each other, and 1 older sister who's 4 years older than me. They all showed up to the wedding and smiled for photos, so I thought they'd accepted her. I really believed they had moved past their initial concerns. Last week, my eldest sister finally got engaged after dating her boyfriend for 6 years. We had a big family dinner at my parents' house to celebrate. Everyone was there, probably 20 people total. We were drinking, dancing, telling embarrassing stories about my sister. It felt like old times, like we were actually a normal family. Around 10 p.m., my wife started getting sleepy. She can't handle alcohol at all, like 2 glasses of wine and she's done. I carried her upstairs to one of the guest rooms and made sure she was comfortable. I kissed her forehead, turned off the lights, and went back downstairs to rejoin everyone. I was talking with my dad about his new boat when my sister suddenly said, completely out of nowhere, "It's probably better if your wife doesn't come to the wedding." The whole room went quiet. I genuinely thought she was making some kind of joke, so I laughed and said, "Good one." She looked at me with this completely serious face. "I'm not joking." I stopped smiling. "What are you talking about? Why wouldn't she come?" My sister took a sip of her wine and said, "I need you to be there for me, not spending the whole day carrying her around. I want my brother by my side, not distracted." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "She's not a burden. She's family. I can be there for both of you." That's when my oldest brother chimed in. "Come on, man. You've done enough for her already. This is Abigail's day. She deserves to have her brother actually present." My other brother nodded. "You should have married someone normal anyway. Someone who could actually be a proper wife." I looked around the room, waiting for someone to tell them how messed up they were being. My dad just gave me this look like I should calm down and not make a scene. Then my mom actually joined in. "Sweetheart, they have a point," she said in that condescending tone she uses when she thinks she's being reasonable. "Your wife is lovely, but you won't be able to help with the wedding if you're constantly taking care of her needs. It's just one day. She'll understand." Something inside me just snapped. The alcohol fog lifted completely, and I felt stone cold sober. I stood up and said very calmly, "If my wife isn't invited to this wedding, then I'm not coming either." My sister's face went red. "You're seriously choosing her over me? Over your own family?" "She is my family," I said. "She's more family than any of you have been to me in years." I started walking toward the stairs to get my wife. My brothers both stood up and blocked my path. "You're being ridiculous," one of them said. "Just think about this." I looked at both of them and said, "Move, right now." My sister started crying, saying I was ruining her engagement celebration. My mom said I was being selfish and dramatic. My dad finally spoke up and said, "Son, maybe just sleep on it." "I'm done sleeping on things," I said. "I've spent 8 months watching you all pretend to accept my wife while talking behind our backs. If I hear one more word about her, one more insult, I swear to God I will do something we'll all regret. Now move." They stepped aside. I went upstairs, gently woke my wife up, and told her we needed to leave because my boss had called with an urgent work emergency. She was groggy, but believed me. I helped her get to the car while my entire family stood in the doorway watching us leave. On the drive home, she asked if everything was okay. I told her everything was fine, just work stuff. She fell back asleep in the passenger seat. Since that night, my sister has sent me 47 text messages. My brothers have called me selfish, immature, and ungrateful. My mom sent me a long email about family loyalty and forgiveness. I blocked all of them this morning. My wife still doesn't know what happened. She keeps asking why we haven't heard from my family lately, and I keep making excuses, but honestly, I don't regret it, not for a second.